Welcome back to the Rock and Roll channel, and I'm not alone tonight, man. Happy to have my boy, the man from the Ozone show. He hit me up on the show and said, brother, we got stuff to talk about right after the show. And I said, you couldn't be any more right. So Omar's back. Stevie, tentative. He's not a confirmed booking. He's recording his own stuff, but me and Omar are going to throw down. We're getting hyped. In the pre-show meeting, brother.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great night too. Overall, if anybody, in my opinion, if anybody is a non-believer in the two-night format, I say watch these two shows, 2 nights. They paced it perfectly, ended at a normal time. The matches got their times, except for Tiffany and Jade. We're not going to get into last night because Omar, welcome back to the Rock and Roll.
Thank you for having me. Shout out to you, man. You was a special guest on the Ozone. And the numbers are showing that the people love Jeremy from the Rock and Roll channel. So shout outs to you, man, for giving us the rub, bro.
And I'm still getting feedback on when you made your debut on the Rock and Roll channel, man. Like, numbers were wow. So, I called your agent. I called the Rock's agent, who's also Omar's agent. I said, "What do I got to do to get back?" And they said, "You got to do his show too." I said, "Deal." So let's just, man. The buzz is going strong. Let's just get right to it because I hate on sports shows when they don't get to the stuff we want to hear.
Right. Let's skip the appetizer. Let's get to the entree.
Let's get to the main course. And the dessert at the end.
Yeah.
Pause. SummerSlam night 2. John Cena, Cody Rhodes. I look at the clock and I see 8:30. They were getting ready to start the match. Perfect timing. And I said, they're gonna go a while. Because their entrances aren't going to take forever. Cody and John, I'll get into your opinion. And we'll say what happened at the end, towards the end, if you want. I don't care. I'm hyped. I thought match of the year. I feel like I went to the dark match for this, where they were doing practice stuff for this one in Vegas at WrestleMania. That was how good this match was. The story these guys told. I thought it was BS. The whole John Cena turning babyface and one quick promo on SmackDown. But he was a babyface the whole match tonight. And I kept saying, when do two babyfaces have a street fight? So I thought it was an incredible match. Told a great story. These guys put their bodies through hell tonight. Cody Rhodes defeats John Cena. And what do you think about that?
You ready?
Yeah, do it. You know me. Open forum.
All right. One, I'll say this. Much better match than WrestleMania. Hands down. It's not even comparable. This was a great match. I enjoyed this match. I really did.
Sorry, Caesar, you definitely got to watch it, buddy. You got to watch it.
Yeah, Big C's, you would enjoy the match.
Yeah.
The match was good. I think it needed...
If you're not a big wrestling fan, you'll enjoy it.
Okay. All right. Well,
he is a wrestling fan, but I'm saying this is the match for the casual fans too.
Yes. This match needed the gimmick of the street fight. It did. Because I will be honest, I wasn't a big fan of the WrestleMania match.
I agree.
This hit all the bells and the whistles. I did. I love this match. I really did. The pacing of it, I felt like Cody had moments where he was in control. Cena had moments where he was in control. They both did little heelish things. Cena was first to introduce the weapons. Cody's doing the back scratching. So I like that part, right? This is what I did not like, right? Once Cody hits
sorry,
Cena,
Omar, I feel like I'm in the MetLife parking lot tonight with a true New Yorker. Hearing it like this.
I'll tell you this. Once Cody exposes the turnbuckle, hits him with right, he's questioning, he's doubting it. Should I do it? Yeah. He does it, right? Okay. It's all fair and game. It's a street match. You got to do what he does. The thing that gets me is, why the hell would you then question yourself when you want to hit him with the title? Why are you doubting yourself hitting him with the title? You've already hit him with a metal pipe.
Yeah, I know. And then that was your mistake in Vegas.
Yeah, and it's like, I get the callback. I do. But it makes zero sense. You had that doubt. Should I go this route?
Right.
To do it. You did it with the pipe, and then you question yourself hitting him with the title. I didn't like that part. I'll say this. I enjoyed the match.
I'm sorry, and he brought the belt in the ring.
Yeah, 100%.
Last time it was John.
I think, there was a lot of moments where I thought the match was going to be over. You know what I mean? Especially when Cody hit the 3, crossroads. He hit the crossroads back. I'm like, oh, this is it, and I love it. You know what I mean? It's the everything is tense. It's tense, and it's like you get the 2, and it's like you think it's gonna hit 3. Production really spoiled the ending for me. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The way they did the angle, I'm like, the match is over.
I think they rushed the finish.
I hated that.
I think they rushed the finish.
Everything was so well when Cena hit the AAs. It's like, oh, all right, is it over? No, force finish. Oh, force finish. And then you give us that? Once they did the angle, I said the match is over.
I think they did the match. I agree.
You think that's more of a they rushed it, or is it too overly produced?
Rushed it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I didn't like that part.
Absolutely.
I don't want to get to what happened after.
I agree with you. They told an incredible story, and Cody kicked out of 17 attitude adjustments, and that's what I don't like. I think Triple H is proven the theory of a finisher isn't a finisher anymore.
Yeah.
I understand a SummerSlam pay-per-view is like National Finish Kickout Day, like a WrestleMania, but I mean, how many attitude adjustments did Cody kick out of?
And then just took a Cody cutter on the table and one crossroads to finish.
Yeah, when they both went to the table.
Yeah. It looked like Cody took. It looked like Cody took the most pain from it, but you know how
to sell it more.
At the end of the day, it was a good match. It was a good match, as you said. I would recommend it to a casual who probably hasn't watched wrestling in a while. This was a good match. Yes, am I nitpicking with certain things? 100%.
I brought you in here to nitpick, Omar.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just the ending kind of ruined it for me. I'm going to be honest. I did not like it. I hate when I know the match is over. I get it. You want to have the I'm sorry, I love you moment, HBK thing with Flair, and I get that part, but we don't need it. First of all, we know Cena has 4 more months. I can understand if it was Cena's final match.
Yeah.
We have 4 more months of Cena. And the thing that gets me is that after SmackDown, after the turn in the sense of, Cena's back to bed, I thought they were swerving us. You were on our show, Jeremy, and we talked about it. Is a double turn going to happen? Something's going to happen because it's just, WWE's not going to just.
They've really harped on that.
Yeah, WWE's not just going to just pivot months of John Cena being heel and just pivot like, okay, let's just forget about it. You guys put them Men in Black magic wand. Forget John Cena was heel. You know what I mean?
That's why I laughed on SmackDown the other night when Cena did that BS promo.
So I went into the match thinking, okay, we're gonna get something. And like I said earlier, you see them doing little heel things, and I'm like, okay, like they're both messing with us. Okay, I like this. Who's gonna do the ultimate heel job to win and show? Well, wow, that was the ultimate plan. At the end of the day, Rock's gonna come out. Blah blah blah. This was a big pivot. I think this was a big pivot. They noticed that the Cena heel thing wasn't working. Probably the Rock's not going to be on TV going forward. You got the beef with whatever it is with Travis Scott and management. And I think they said, let's pivot. Should we talk about what happened after? Or do you want to lead it?
I'm going to set it up, and we're going to go right to you.
Yeah, but you can do that. But that's just I love the match. I just hated the finish.
Yeah, no, I the more I think about it, I have to agree with you a little bit. They did rush that finish. I had a feeling that was it for some weird reason. I said, I think this is it. I think they rushed the finish, but they had plenty of time to work with, so I hate to say rush them. But it was a little anticlimactic, but not like Vegas, no. So Cena and Cody in the ring for a bit longer. You know how it always is. If they're in the ring a little too long, something's going to happen. Someone's turning on somebody. I'm waiting for Cody to turn. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting. Cena still hasn't turned heel again. Cody, when he came in the ring tonight, had a little cry in his eye like, man, I'm about to go he just had to look like something weird was going to happen tonight. I
Right.
don't know. Maybe I'm overanalyzing it. So Cody's the gentleman, and he leaves the ring. Now I'm waiting for the Rock's music to hit. All night I kept saying there was about 8 or 10 spots tonight that Rock's music would have been perfect.
Right.
Screw Dwayne forever. He only cares about himself. Even though I do think something might be tying into him here. But to their credit, WWE, they left us on a wow finish. Because they could have just ended it with Cena waving after defeat, and we'd have been happy after that match. But no, Brock Lesnar's music hit. The Beast is back. Came to the ring, shades of after WrestleMania 28 in Miami. Brock Lesnar comes back looking like one of The Rock's henchmen in jeans and a black leather jacket like The Rock would wear, and a typical Brock Lesnar cowboy hat. Came in, beat up on Cena, F5'd him, walked out. What'd you think, bro? What'd you think? Sorry, I gave
All right. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm always ready for you, bro.
All right. Didn't care.
Okay.
Didn't care at all. Seen this before. Hey, there we go. Show some love, man. Show some
Shout out
love.
to this guy. Sorry, bro. Shout out to everyone in the chat, and thank you, man.
South Bronx. The South Bronx, baby. That's where I'm from, Hunts Point, baby. Shout out to the South Bronx. That's right. I have no idea. I'm going to assume so. I would assume so. Yeah, but shout outs. Yeah, that's shout out
to you. Thanks for the love here tonight, man. These comments always fire up.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this.
Thank you, brother.
Look. I was in my group chat with my boys, super producer Dave.
And
he put me on. He's producing the episode.
And me a little bit. We had some chat with them.
And
Grand Concourse in the building.
Cena. Yeah, there we go. Not Grand Concourse. That's like 10 minutes from where I grew up.
There you go.
John Cena's in the ring, and I instantly wrote, John Cena's going to get attacked by Brock Lesnar.
You said that before it happened?
I said it before it happened. I have text to prove it.
I know, I believe you, but did you read anything on Twitter that led you to believe that?
So this is it, right? I don't know who it was. Meltzer, one of them has said that Lesnar and The Rock were in the building, right? So I'm like, okay, I don't believe The Rock's going to come out. 2 weeks, if it wasn't 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago, Fanatics started releasing the Brock Lesnar flannels went back on sale about 2 to 3 weeks ago.
And he was put back on the roster, right?
He was put back on the roster. I think he was put back on the roster later on, but his merchandise, obviously, ever since we don't have to talk about that.
No.
He's
everything smoothed over with him.
Right. It came back for it was really not him. But it came back for the first time, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, it's Lesnar. So this is the thing. Yes, it's great seeing Brock Lesnar back. I like Brock Lesnar. I have no issues with this. With him coming back. However, I'm just saying, bro, it just didn't do it for me because we saw this before. You mentioned it. This is the same thing WrestleMania 28. You know what I mean? It was a Raw after.
Yeah.
And
I was there.
Look, right. It was in Miami. You should have, right. So I'm gonna be honest. If you want to see the Cena farewell tour, play all the greatest hits, you're gonna love this. It's the nostalgia. He had the feud with Randy Orton. He gave us the dream match with Cody. Now he's going back to the greatest hits. He's gonna get Lesnar. I'm gonna be honest. If you're into that, you're into the nostalgia. If that's what you want in John Cena's final 4 months, you got it. However, Jeremy, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not that excited for it because what are we gonna get that's gonna be different? Are we gonna get their first match where Brock Lesnar pulverizes him as he did in SummerSlam?
Yeah, big season.
You know what I mean? That's my thing.
I agree.
That's the only thing is we've seen this before. I wish we would have just get a little wrinkle. That's why I love the heel turn. The heel turn initially something different, something we've never got, something we've never seen. Now we're reverting back to okay, this didn't work. Give us the Cena classics. Let's play the greatest hits. We don't need to make new music. That's my take.
Okay, so I agree with you, and I think also what might have added to it was to me it was a little bit of a curveball because I thought it was just going to be seen as like waving goodbye. So they got me there, and Michael Cole on the call for that was fantastic. um,
Yeah, I think once, and then obviously once Michael Cole said he started referencing that Cody and Cena's moment to Rock and Cena, I'm like, yeah, Lesnar's definitely coming back.
yeah, and there
This
was
is,
rumblings of a big
you
dude
know,
showing up last
yeah,
night. But
yeah,
I heard that, but then I read right before the show, and I'm not saying it was a credible one. They said that only it was like the Elimination Chamber, only like 4 or 5 people knew what was going to happen. But I didn't take that seriously. Because of your triple, I mean, this wasn't the type of return that like only 3 or 4 people can know. And oh my god,
right.
I just want to see where they go with it from here. I think it would be really cool if he's like part of a rock stable, and it's like, yeah, you needed to get some red tape cleared by TKO, and look who got it cleared.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
that black vest, man, was so Dwayne Johnson type stuff.
yeah. Look, the Brock Lesnar is always going to look like a badass. There's no
Oh, I
question.
agree. I agree.
I
He
think
looked
Brock
like
Lesnar can
$1,000,000 tonight.
yeah, you know what I mean? But it's just,
I was waiting for
I'm
maybe
excited to see
Cody to.
Brock back. I am excited to see Brock back. I
You
don't
were
want to.
wondering, was Cody going to make the save? Because remember, Cody and Brock hugged the last time he was in a ring.
Right, right.
So who knows? Maybe it's Rock. Excuse me, Brock and Cody. And Cole had the
Now,
best line to close the show. Cole had the best line to close the show when he said, "Is John Cena's last 4 months going to be a nightmare?"
right.
What's Cody?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is true. That's one thing that WWE does really well.
Then you
You
don't
know what I
say
mean?
that type of deal.
Yeah, yeah. He emphasized the word nightmare too.
He emphasized the word nightmare, and
Yeah,
I overthink
yeah,
things sometimes, and you've accepted that well with me. But
yeah.
that's what I'm wondering, man. Like, I can't see in a SmackDown The Rock forms this faction. That's something you would have had to do.
But then you do that, right? How do you
Raw on
explain?
Netflix.
How do you explain the Cena heel then? Like the Cena heel turn from like how do you explain that if it were to be The Rock was behind Brock Lesnar and this Cody faction? And then I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
there's
honest.
so many ways you can say, like, I knew you weren't gonna keep your end of the bargain, John. So I brought this dude in, and I had this guy all along. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can do it, but Rock's a bitch, and those are like
The Rock,
so.
yeah.
And then for any Rock lovers who are watching this, sorry, I just think he's as
I
classic
think I
as they
think I
come.
think Dwayne
I think there
Johnson
was about 7 or 8
turned off
spots.
a lot of people. I think
Yeah,
he's turned off a
there was
lot of
about
people.
7 or 8 spots tonight
Yeah.
that it would have been perfect. I even had an idea. What if the beginning of the match? Remember when they hugged?
Yeah.
How cool that have been if Rock's music hits, and Cody did the face that Cena did
So
elimination.
that's what I thought was gonna
And
happen.
they
I'm like,
start the match, Cody goes heel. Rock
yeah,
walks
yeah,
away.
yeah.
I
And
said, "Oh my
I
god,
thought we were getting it.
you've
That's
got your
why
double turn. You've
yeah,
got your double turn."
yeah. The match was done well, bro. It
Oh,
was.
piece by piece, the match was fantastic.
I have zero complaints with the match. Obviously, like I said, I didn't like the
I'm only
whole
talking from a long term right now, and
yeah.
heel baby
The
face.
match was good. The match was very good.
Yeah.
It was very good. I'll say that. Like I said, I just it's the little it's just the little things about questioning himself, doubting
And
himself. Should he hit him with the title?
right, and real
But
talk, me and Omar are always going to break it down and dissect it piece by piece.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
that movie.
But like I said, I'm excited. I'm not gonna say excited. I'm happy to see Lesnar back.
Yeah,
I will look. I will keep an open mind to see what's next. I'll give WWE the benefit of the doubt. They deserve that. You want to let the story unfold 100%.
and the
But
last
right
time in the
now,
ring, Cena got his ass beat by him.
yeah.
Right?
But
Oh no.
was that?
Yeah, he's lost his last couple times to Lesnar. So
Yeah.
this is like a mountain he needs to overcome at the end of the show, at the end of his run.
Look.
He got his ass beat at SummerSlam, and then he lost one other time, I think. So
Yeah, and he got his ass beat again today, so nothing's new.
there you
I'll
go.
go back to we've seen this before.
Super Cena.
Dwayne needs to stick to movies in Hollywood.
I agree. Why are you part of TKO if you really don't want to be a part? I think he's still bitter that he was pulled from the main event with Roman last year.
100%.
I think he's still better because I think it's in his deal. He's got to try to do one match a year.
And if you realize in the documentary, not Unreal, but the documentary they did a few years ago, like the reveal of her, and he even tried to take credit on that, like, oh, that was my idea.
I didn't want the fans upset.
Yeah, that was.
That's not what I'm about.
Can we curse on this?
Yeah, throw a couple.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
Yeah,
that was bullshit.
And it trended on Twitter in so many ways against him.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that, and Rock is on Twitter. Rock is
because everybody knows he was lying.
His team is always on Twitter.
Everybody knows he was lying.
Cody movement actually had some validity because Dwayne was like, "Oh boy."
Yeah. All right. So speaking of Cody, I want to ask you a question.
Oh man, I'm here for it.
What did you think of Cody being introduced in the beginning of the match, getting booed? It felt very much like his final days in AEW, where it really seemed like it was about 50-50. He was getting booed throughout the match.
This has been a trend. I'm sorry. This is
do you think people are getting fatigued of this, this baby face Cody?
Yes. Yeah. If you watched Unreal, there's a segment where he basically goes to Hunter and was like, "How'd you like it?" He's like, "Good." He's like, "We're gonna go with this," and I guess he said something like, "We'll go with it till we can't," and he's like, "That ain't happening." I mean, he's trying to keep him motivated, obviously. But that being said, yeah, I do. Cody's smart, man, like super smart, knows how to read the room. They even booed him in the opening when they showed him getting out of his bus. Vegas, he didn't get a big pop either. Cena said it was 50-50 match at times. He goes, when I did some heel stuff, the crowd booed me. So I don't know how they see it versus us.
I think that it's very important.
I want to see where this whole Brock Lesnar angle goes.
Yeah, I think
and the Rock, Cena, Cody, and
I think it's honestly, bro. I literally think that's over. That's dead.
I think Cody's taking time off now for this movie. And,
as a champion,
yeah,
then that's gonna suck because you're gonna have. What I think is,
but Seth will be the main champ for the company now. You can do that when you have two champs,
right? But he's on.
Roman always took a lot.
What is SmackDown gonna look like?
Think about the Roman days. Roman was off TV a lot, and the Raw champ would always be the main guy.
Right, but you still had Cody on SmackDown.
Not the whole time.
When Roman was out.
Not the whole time. He was in AEW for a lot of Roman's run. For 2 years.
Yeah, but that's also the.
He also had the bloodline that could be on TV for him. So that's why can Brock
but now, but the only thing, bro, is you're risking now, right? You have Raw's in good hands, right? You have Seth, Raw's in good hands,
and a big faction.
You have CM Punk, Raw's in good hands.
I think.
What happens with SmackDown? You have no John Cena, no Lesnar, no Cody.
I agree.
Who's watching SmackDown? You've already like what? I love Damian Priest. But are you going to revolve the show around Damian Priest? Is Solo and Jacob Fatu going to? You know what Big C's on our show, the Ozone, live every Monday at 5 p.m. Jeremy was on our preview show, and we thought a Cody turn was going to happen. I think, Jeremy, you were like 50-50. You were like, wait a minute, let's see how night one ends.
Which, if we had done the preview show before the show tonight, after last night's show, I would have said it's happening.
Right.
Actually, no, because you had your heel.
No, because your optics was if
Punk wins and ends that show.
If Punk wins, lights out, show's over, then we get the double turn. But if we get the cash in
tonight with Lesnar,
did we?
Not in the, but we don't know.
I guess, quote unquote, yes. If you want to be technical, Lesnar will be the heel in this feud. Yeah. So you're right.
He has to come back as a heel because of his time away, even though he left as a babyface because he hugged Cody.
Yeah.
But that being said, that was completely unscripted. Cody said he had no idea that hug was coming in that moment. That was all Brock. So yeah, I did see it coming, and I've watched Cody wrestle for a long time. I've interacted with him many times, and I'm not bragging there. I don't know. He had a look in his face when he was in the ring. Remember he took a knee before Cena came out in the ring and looked up and had tears in his eyes?
Yeah.
Now, maybe that opening got him a little choked up with his dad, which I thought most of WWE, that was really cool. But he had a look like, man.
I'm going to be heel on your show. I'm going to be very heel on your show right now, Jeremy. I'm going to be honest.
I was heel the other night, so
I'm going to go very heel right now, and I mean this with all respect. Wait a minute, hold on. Go, I don't know. You got a super chat here. Go on. You got a chat.
I know it was sucked, but don't forget we literally witnessed to see Cody heel persona, and we know Rhodes increasingly aggressive behavior. Right, and I'm also waiting to see where the Lesnar angle was.
Yeah,
in relation to Cody. I'm tending to agree with Omar here that I think that Cody and the Brock Cena thing are not related.
Yeah, I think that was a way. I think the passing of the torch was a way to separate them, and that's it.
Start a new story.
But to the Cody entrance, and and this is a combination of everything. From the 2 episodes I watched were unreal. All right, you get it. We know your father was very important to you. He's a Hall of Famer. There's no question. Dusty Rhodes, the plumber. You know what I mean? I'm trying to. We get it. We get it. Yeah. But I'm going heel. I'm going 97 Brett right now. We get it. Your dad died. We get it. He's a big part of what you're doing. That's it. We don't care anymore. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I am tired of hearing this is for Dusty. This Dusty. We get it. We've heard it for add
Stevie Breech.
Oh, we got Stevie in the building.
What is up, man? What is up?
He was just cutting a promo on that he can't stand Dusty Rhodes anymore.
He's got the Bash at the Beach entrance. Is he the third guy?
He's the third guy. So I don't know if you were just listening, Steve. Omar
I just got in here. I just wouldn't pick up.
You know what happened in the finish, right?
Oh, I watched the whole thing. I was done.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
The guy called me, and I was like, I'll be right
there.
He
had to go run and get his truck and then come back. So basically, Omar's cutting a promo. He's starting to get a little tired of the whole Cody paying tribute to Dusty thing. No big deal. So Omar's getting a little controversial, but I'm here for it.
My problem with the match, I loved it. Loved it.
Same. But we agreed. Yeah.
If I complain about anything, the person who made the fight was a street fight was Cody. That was his stipulation. And then he doesn't want to hit him with the belt. He doesn't want to hit him with the steel rod.
Were you here before?
Like, this is why we're here. And when Cena, miraculous babyface turn out of the middle of nowhere, has no problem hitting him with the chair. No problem hitting him with the table. This is what you asked for. This is what you get. And I understand it. I get it. But the salute, that was dumb. That was dumb.
Well, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
I thought he was just paying tribute there. I thought that was classy.
He might as well have said, like, I love you, and then kicked him in the face.
I think Stevie and I are related. I think Stevie was listening to me. I think he was listening to me before.
You named 4 things there? Omar, 75%.
Oh, that's awesome.
75%.
Literally the exact same thing. I said, why have doubt hitting Cena with the title when you hit him with a steel rod already?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then John Cena, you get this babyface turn. He was the first to introduce the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then you get the salute that I'm like, okay, they gave away the finish. And the match was over from there. It was the literally, I'm sorry, I love you spot.
Yeah.
We didn't need it.
No, and we also said you made the mistake at Mania by throwing the title and not using it.
Yeah.
You had a chance to redeem yourself there.
Yeah. That was what I said when they brought it in. I was like, "You gonna hit him this time?" Like, don't.
I said either that or Fiend is gonna hit.
I thought he was coming. I told you 1,000 times, like, we ain't talking about him no more. But I really thought he was coming today.
We said there was about 7-8 spots, man. That would have been perfect for old Duino. And call him Drano. He's not Drano, it's Duino. But Omar, I'm sorry. You were talking about your little frustration with the opening segment.
Look.
The walkout.
No, look. I get it. I'm just exhausted with the Dusty Rhodes thing. Like, okay, we get it, man. We get it. Obviously, he's your dad.
And he warned
You
us he
know?
was going to heel tonight.
Yeah, but I'm tired of it. Like, I am literally tired of it. We get it. Your dad never accomplished this in WWE. You're doing this all for him. Okay, move on. We've heard this before. We've been hearing this since you came to we've been hearing this since you stopped becoming Stardust. We get it. I'm sorry. I don't want to I don't want to trigger those. Listen, I lost my dad. I have my moments. But at the end of the day, I don't bring it up all the time. This guy brings it up every time. Like, literally, I'm tired. And you know what it is, Stevie? It's a combination that I was telling Jeremy before you hopped on. I watched the first 2 episodes of Untold, and it was the same damn thing about him and Dusty. You don't hear Dustin doing that in AEW. Like, come on. The guy known him longer.
Right, but they had a strained relationship.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I'm tired of it. Honestly, I am tired of it.
Yeah. I hear you.
You're not the underdog anymore. I get it. Like, you've already accomplished that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. He's not the underdog anymore.
You're the main guy now. You've been the main guy for 2+ years.
Yeah, since the day he got there, we knew he was
right. Right. So
he's only been in main event storyline since he's
miss me with that underdog. You're not the underdog. You're not the son of a plumber. You're the
Cena, I always thought evolved better when he was like, I am the face of this place.
Yeah.
I'm not the underdog, but I'll find a way to win no matter what. In the past. But not no matter what, because he wouldn't cheat. But you know what I mean? Like,
have you guys talked about the big man yet?
Yes.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Okay. If you're Brock Lesnar and you're sitting at home and you're like, I'm going to show up at SummerSlam, why are you going after the guy who just lost the title? Why are you waiting until the guy who has the title is already left and out of the picture, is sitting in the back? You passed each other in Gorilla. Lesnar, why aren't you going after the title?
And in your last match, he beat you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm all for it. I want to see another Brock match. I think in 3 months, I'm going to be saying, like, I'm tired of Brock. I just don't like the domination. When you just start beating people, I'm done with you. I think that's why to this day, I still don't like Bianca that much, because she just never lost. I think that's why we didn't like Cena back in the day. But Brock versus Cena, if they do it in Paris, whoo, that's going to be good. That's going to be really good.
And the crowd will make that match 10 times better. No, I agree. I'm just waiting to see where they go, because I said he was dressed in a I don't know, Steve, you can hear me now.
I can hear you.
Okay. I was saying he was dressed in a way that, like, he looked like one of Rock's people.
Oh.
With the black leather vest.
Oh, yeah.
That's some Dwayne type stuff.
And this shirt that was like
but I've given up on Dwayne.
28 shirt when he returned, but it's more basic. It's like a shirt you'd get at Kmart. But I was
that's like the Brock Lesnar Hot Topic shirt.
A shirt you can wear, nobody knows what you're wearing. I like that.
Man, this guy from the Bronx is bringing the heat tonight, and I appreciate it, brother. Please hit the subscribe button, man, to my show, the Ozone show, and Stevie Breech's channel, man. We'd appreciate it. Good brother from the Bronx. All right, but the question is, we know Brock Lesnar came from what happened next. Take down Cena as a finale, and now Cody's new Royal Rumble in the corner, around the corner. Now, I think if you're going to do Survivor Series at a stadium, you've never done it in a stadium before. Am I correct?
Yeah, I believe it's the first time in Petco, right? San Diego.
You got to do something huge for the War Games.
Yeah,
I'm going.
Stevie's going to be on location for the Rock and Roll channel.
There, I thought it was going to be freaking like. I was thinking it was going to be like Survivor Series, like a 6-pack challenge. I thought it was going to be everybody against Cena. I thought he was fighting everybody.
Yeah, that's what I think they need to do. Something crazy like Paul Heyman's group, the Bloodline. Rock has a stable. Something
that'd be different. That'd be cool to see.
Different, and you have all the top guys in one match, in a War Game style match, in a freaking stadium, We haven't seen it in a
Well,
stadium.
if you really
It's
think about
if
if you think of the origin of Survivor Series, that's what made it really popular. You got all the guys. It's not like how it is now, where you see two top guys fighting on. Before that was the only way to see like an Ultimate Warrior team up
And
with
that's
Hogan and team
5
up with Macho.
storyline.
That's what made Survivor Series special at the time.
Yeah,
So that'd
just
be
do
kind of
something
cool.
like that.
That'd be kind of
And
cool.
do
to
Solo's
do that.
faction too. I don't care.
What
Oh
about
yeah, 100%. Oh,
dude? I'm trying to think who is Brock's friend, and I don't think Brock can get any people to team in. But what if Brock builds a team of like
Cody
Josh Barnett, the guy from Bloodsport, the we've seen some UFC guys come in and flop, but I mean, like, what if they bring in some UFC guys?
I think Cody should be leading that stable, and Brock is like the heater. I really think, but I said if you were going to do that, you got to do that at SummerSlam, man. It's not going to hit on SmackDown, on USA, and a Friday night the same. Netflix on a Monday, hell yeah, but this is a SmackDown thing. Cena, you got to give him a few weeks off. Cody too, and Triple H. We talked about this. If you watched Unreal when he said where Cody wants to be on TV every week and do everything, where he has to tell Cody sometimes, I want you off for 2 weeks. Give people time to miss you.
When they brought that up, that brought back all the old memories of what Cody did on that Raw. He literally just sat front row.
He demanded, not demanded, but he begged to be on that show.
We saw The Rock come in. They drank some Wheatley vodka. They drank some tequila. The Rock jumped in his car and left.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
But The Rock was there as TKO Dwayne that night. He wasn't there as
you can't have The Rock drinking and driving on Raw. Act like it's no big deal.
Handle one shot. I've seen Omar do more. Just kidding. I've watched football with him on a Sunday, man. Omar, awesome. Man. Survivor Series, that's a good point, but we know Jacob Fatu is not over. Yeah, if you're in the comments, bro, I'm going to bring you up here. Is not over yet, and he will recruit with absolutely, bro.
They hinted towards it. They definitely hinted towards it tonight.
Off between then and the end of the year and restart it at the Royal Rumble to onward to Mania.
Yeah.
I mean, do a War Games, the likes we've never seen before. If you're going to do it at a baseball stadium. Even though BLE's at a stadium, even though the Big Four at a stadium now is like par for the course now. Stevie's going to be there. I want a big show there.
It's seen as
Thanksgiving weekend, so it's a big football weekend. You got to do something big.
Yeah, they ain't going to a baseball stadium for nothing. I mean, like they're going to do big.
They're doing it for Dominic Mysterio's winning the heavyweight title. Which, you know what? I enjoyed his match with AJ tonight.
That was really good, and AJ poured it on strong. Maybe that's why they delayed. Maybe that's why they threw up their hands and said, "We're not doing this on Night of Champions. We're not doing it on Saturday night's main event." Maybe that's why they saved it.
And AJ saying this is my last SummerSlam, probably
Eddie Guerrero thing, and play off the 20 years of Dom.
I'm sorry, and AJ, hinting the other day when he said this is probably my last SummerSlam.
Yeah, AJ's gear was very similar to Eddie's
same exact
SummerSlam. Yeah, almost identical.
Yeah, and
identical.
They worked with him to give him a moment where he could ride out with his son.
Yeah, that was cool. Pretty awesome. That was pretty cool to come on the lowrider. That was unexpected. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah,
his kid should have been driving the lowrider. But that
would have been cool, right?
It's like, you're not driving me, kid. You're not. Stadium Stampede at Petco Park. I can see War Games. Yeah, they've already advertised it as War Games, right?
Yeah, I think it's officially Survivor Series War Games, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think you got to do something. You got to blow the roof off that place, even though there's no roof there. But man, so I'm gonna just pass this to you guys now. Was it the case of like last night where the show was a little slow, but the main event was fantastic and we got a fantastic ending that we were like really happy? Because last night's main event and the Seth Rollins cash-in saved the show, in my opinion.
It was SmackDown. It was an episode of SmackDown.
Yeah, glorified version. Especially Tiffany and Jade, still disappointing. And we hyped that match up, Omar.
Yeah, we did.
We hyped that.
But we had our reservations about it.
Your boy's super producer. He called a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and we didn't have the confidence that Tiffy was going to be able to carry. We had our doubts whether she can be carried Jade, because Jade needs to be carried.
And that was the second match, and they had their time cut short.
I've seen him I've seen him look at somebody and say, "This isn't the guy," but we're still gonna. I apologize, but it's a woman. But
Right.
like
In theory,
we're gonna do it.
Yeah, in theory, yeah.
yeah.
Like I don't believe they're done with Jade. I think they're just trying to cook with her, and they'll figure something out. They'll put her in the right spot. I mean,
when they were in the second spot, man, I said this is not the time you do a title change.
Yeah, and then you have to follow the Roman. They started off hot with Roman and
that was
Jey
just
Uso
not
tag. Yeah, that was tough.
And we said it the other night, pending match order.
Yeah, that was big. I overall night 2, I did enjoy the matches more. I would say this: I was a bit disappointed because Jeremy, you was on our show on Friday. I was excited for Solo and Jacob, and I thought we were gonna get more hard hitting action in that match. Yeah. I didn't. The ending, I was not a fan of. We get the moonsault spot. We get the moonsault spot after the match. Like we should have got it during the match.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And Stevie, that was the match I was really excited for. Like I was like, this is gonna be the banger. Yes, let's go. You know what I mean? And it wasn't that. I hate WWE's cage match rules. The whole point of a cage match is to contain the action inside the cage. Yeah. I don't understand how exiting the cage you win the match. I hate it. I was just a little let down with that match.
Man, I enjoyed it. It was a nice. It was one of those nights where I was just glad I was home relaxing and watching wrestling.
Yeah.
The cage match. I mean, I think it was Super Producer Dave. That was the match he was looking forward to the most tonight.
Yeah.
So it was disappointing, but Jacob Fatu is still a star.
No, he's phenomenal. You know what I mean? He's over like Rover. He had a badass mask on.
It's like they just keep Jimmy Uso around just to keep Jay happy and Roman happy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He just comes in. He's like,
I agree.
We'll bring you in when we need a super kick and someone to get their butt kicked.
Mm-hmm.
He's just, and I feel bad. He comes in and he helps Jacob and then he's done. Are you building a group there? Are you doing something? Why isn't Jacob with Roman? Well, is Roman Raw or SmackDown?
I have no idea at this point.
Whatever he wants.
It's whatever he wants.
Yeah, that match was very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I thought the women threw it down to open Rhea, Naomi, Io.
Ooh,
I enjoyed it.
And the way that they just added fuel on the fire, because now you want to see Rhea versus Naomi, but in the back of your mind, you're still thinking like Rhea still hasn't beat Io, so that's going to be hot down the road.
Yeah,
it's a great point. Why didn't they have any of the street fight in the parking lot? Every time they do that, the crowd boos so hard.
Because it's just
they have to rely on the Titantron.
Oh, you know what? Talking about the main event. How badass was that spot with John Cena comes? Oh man, that was dope.
The attitude.
That was badass.
How cool that had been if The Rock came out.
Yeah, that was badass. Yeah,
how cool that had been if The Rock came out from that lever, looks down as they are crawling out from under the stage and like I mean, that would have been the most Dwayne thing ever.
That's cool.
Yeah, Cena killed it on that spot, dude. Okay, shout out to Brock. I thought about Brock during the match only once and for one reason only. When Cena had some trouble picking up the steps, and maybe he was selling it a little bit, and Brock picks up those steps like it's a piece of paper.
Yeah.
But did you see how far he threw Cody that one time?
Yeah.
I mean, those two really said we are going to have a banger,
and they did. They did.
Back to what Jericho said to me once. Not that I'm cool.
You know what? This is your second one of what this wrestler said to me. This is your second one.
But it was a Q&A on the Jericho Cruise. Shout out to Jericho Cruise. I asked, this was after he had wrestled Omega once, and I asked him, would you put Kenny in the top 5 people you've ever had a match with? And he said, well, I've only wrestled him once. By the second, third is when you really get to know that person and you can have better matches. And I think it showed with Cena and Cody tonight. That was in the back of my mind because granted, street fight's a little different, but those two really just every spot they were always in the right place. They were always in the right place. Cena even made sure to work around Cody's arm one time because he had hit him with the steps. And on that table spot, Cody managed to So I just thought, man, before you came on, Steve, I said to Omar, I said, I feel like we were at the dark match where they were practicing at a house show for the big match compared to how good tonight was.
Whenever they pull out a table in a big spot like that, like they did tonight, I always think of like the WWE house shows because the main event, like especially when Cena was around, was always a tables match.
Yeah.
They could go out there, have an easy match where they work around the table. Finally, somebody goes through it, and everybody walks away, and they think they had an easy night.
Omar, man, what's on your mind now?
No. What we said. I think the street match was great. It was awesome. There's a few things that I didn't like, as Stevie mentioned. I didn't like this was Cody's idea, and not using the title. But I want to go back to the women's match if I can quickly.
Dude,
I think they are getting to this downward spiral for Rhea. Rhea keeps getting close and getting screwed. And I am excited to see where they go with her. You know what I mean? It's very much, it's mirroring McIntyre. It's mirroring that a little bit, where she's just getting there and something's happening. Either whether she's getting her own way or something. She had to finish. She had EO done. Riptide from the top turnbuckle done. Naomi comes in, swoops in, steals it. You know what I mean?
That's how she lost at Mania too.
Yeah, she's getting close. And that's how her confidence with her being distracted by Bianca on the Netflix debut. So it even goes back even further.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like she's getting there, and it just pulls it away.
That's why I think she's gonna beat the hell out of EO one time.
And I think we're good. Yeah, we're gonna get this downward spiral, Rhea. And I'm excited more to see where that goes.
I like that. Because she's got EO. EO's been that thorn in her side.
Yeah,
being nice to her is getting her nowhere.
Maybe that requires her beating the hell out of EO.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Maybe that.
Oh, therapeutic. Steve, what do you think, man? Any other matches tonight catch your eyes? Is it true that Naomi versus Stephanie Vaquero? I don't know.
Yes. Stephanie Vaquero went on Twitter, and they're going to. Is it Paris? Is that the next PLE?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Stephanie Vaquero, I didn't get to listen to it, but they had on the video. She basically says Naomi earned a ticket to hell.
Well, she won.
They have to have EO and Rhea. Have
so I think
won the title shot. She won that battle royal. She had
so it's Naomi Vaquero next PLE.
Yeah, but I thought we had 2 good nights of wrestling, but I'm excited for tomorrow. I know we don't have any teasers yet because everything's just out, but you got to know that Punk's going to be coming hot after Rollins. And that's probably the biggest storyline that we're going to get going on. And then I don't know if they're going to do this Rock versus Cena stuff on Raw. I mean, what did I say? I said it wrong. I don't know how we're going to do this Brock versus Cena stuff. If it's going to be a Raw thing or a SmackDown thing, but that's got to be coming. We got good stuff coming. I'm excited for it.
This weekend was a shot in the arm for the company.
Yeah.
Which it seemed like they slow played things to have a big weekend. Hunter's a little different than Vince in that regard. And he's not the number one booker there. He's just on the booking committee, in my opinion. Because if you watch Unreal, he gives his opinions and he takes all the others. I always thought Vince back there was probably no, this is how it's going.
Yeah.
You're not changing my mind. So that being said, Hunter likes to do slow builds. And just they hammered the point home this weekend. I'm excited for Raw. And it's the first time in a while I've been excited for Raw.
I think 2 weeks ago, everybody in the mainstream was pretty down on WWE. Thought AEW.
We both were, Steve. We weren't.
And AEW, they haven't really thrown anything out there. They had that big All In, and they've thrown up some shows. They haven't been great.
I think the residency really kind of ruined it. I think it's the timing of it. You come from having almost close to 30,000, I don't know, 24, 25, 26,000
More.
And then you go to that
Defeated.
residency, and I'm gonna be honest, like the visual of it didn't look amazing. It's not like they were in this nice, beautiful amphitheater or whatever. They was just, it looked like they were in a barn. I'm gonna be honest. It just didn't do it for me. It didn't.
Yeah, I mean, if we're pivoting a little bit to AEW,
Yeah.
That was a time to give Mox some time off.
100%.
Not repackage him, maybe, but just like Triple H says, absence is good sometimes.
Yeah.
Have his goons fight for him. Am I allowed to use that word? Oh,
yeah.
Have his people beat up people, or take punishment, and then he comes back with a vengeance. He's wrestling a 6-man match on the Wednesday after, as if he never lost.
Right, like nothing.
I don't. Now he's feuding with Darby. Darby almost threw him over the train tracks, even though it was so horribly positioned. Like, I don't get it. Heyman's doing fine so far. I did pop at the MJF post. Did you see his post on Instagram?
Yeah.
I missed that. What was it?
It was mocking the Seth Rollins injury. And he showed a picture of Flip Gordon laying in a bed, like Vince was.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Her Flip Gordon got hurt this weekend. Just want to make sure he really is." So yeah, AEW is just. We said it on our show, Omar. Me and Steve kept saying, "Keep the momentum. Keep the momentum."
Yeah.
I don't know.
So and it's like what Stevie said. I think it's important how this Raw gets booked tomorrow. So then, and then especially like, with the Lesnar thing, if we were to get it SmackDown, it's very important. Now, if you're gonna give us pre-tape, flashbacks of what we saw, it's not gonna work. We need to get Lesnar and Cena on the next show.
Remember, we're going way back in time. Is that 2012 after WrestleMania 28, where he hit him with the F5 a few times, and they come back the next week, and they were just in the ring. I mean, they had the whole roster out there trying to keep them apart. I want to see
right. Yeah, we need to see something like that. We don't need to see rewinds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I don't want a recap of the SummerSlam weekend.
Yeah, we don't need to see.
I don't need to see 85 infomercials of WWE.
We need to know why. We need to know why Lesnar did it. I don't want to hear because I just felt like beating.
Why is he back?
Yeah, we need. And Stevie, before you got on, I said, look, I'm happy to see that Lesnar's back. However, I may be in a minority, but I don't want to see the classic hits.
Yeah,
we've seen this already. This is why I felt so excited when Cena did the heel turn, because it's like, all right, this is a different element to John Cena, something we haven't seen in a very long time in his final year. Let's go, let's roll. But now we're just reverting back to the greatest hits. And I want
to see where they go with it. If it's just the Cena,
So like I said, I'm gonna have an open mind. However, I just wasn't that excited to see Lesnar. I'll be honest.
It's Cena Lesnar 2012, 2014 hits. What a waste of John Cena's last 4 months.
I'm getting older. I love wrestling, but I forget stuff. Like Cena won the first one. Like, even though he got his ass kicked, Cena won. And then the next two, the SummerSlam and the Night of Champions, Brock dominated them.
Yeah.
Did they ever have another match?
No.
That's it.
No.
Well, yeah, because when Lesnar attacked Cena when he came back after Mania, didn't they have like the street match in Backlash or something, right? Like,
beat the hell out of
Extreme Rules.
And Cena,
right.
Which made no sense for Brock not to go over that night.
And he lost.
The match, it didn't make sense.
Right.
That too. That was one of Vince saying, like, you got to prove to me you're serious about being back here, brother.
Right. And then was there next match? Was there next match?
And Brock was livid behind the scenes that it was like, why did I lose the match? But he's the one.
Yeah.
No,
was there next match? Yeah, because didn't he just after
he
that
a promo after the match in the ring, thanking the crowd.
Yeah.
And he was like, what's the point of like me beating the hell out of him?
Right. And didn't beef with Triple H after that, right?
Yeah.
He feuded with Triple H like right after.
That next night. So they wrote off him and John until 2014.
until the squash, right? To the squash match, basically.
Right, and then you're right, and then they went. You know, they did the Lesnar Undertaker stuff and some other stuff.
Then
But
beats Brock at SummerSlam, I think.
no, he beat him at Mania. No, Brock beat him at
Are we talking about the squash, the 17 suplex kind of thing, whatever? That's SummerSlam.
Yeah,
for Cena, but for Triple H, they had 3.
He can't lose at SummerSlam. Is that what it was?
He lost to him at SummerSlam, and then beat him at Mania, and then lost to him at like Extreme Rules. In that,
cage match.
Yeah, that cage match. That was horrible.
It's the greatest hit. We're getting the greatest hit.
Yeah. Triple H has got to be careful with that. I know he's not the main booker. When I watched Unreal, it looked like he had some people that were like in his ear trying to give him more.
True, but
looked like he had people in his ear more, if he did that idea that he had for Punk at Night 1 of Mania would have been so stupid.
Yeah, you're right.
Here I am having been at that Mania, knowing what happened, and I'm saying, no, this is terrible. And then the 3 guys saying, you defeat the purpose of Paul Heyman turning.
Yeah.
For him to win anyway. So I don't know. We don't know how many times they went back and forth for the decide on it. Editing's a beautiful thing. So that's what I hope, man. Do something with Brock that we haven't seen before. We've never seen Brock in a faction.
That's it. You give me something fresh and new.
That's all I'm saying.
You got me hooked.
All I'm saying, give us something fresh and new.
I'm gonna be honest. You gotta hook me in to watch SmackDown. That's Friday night. You gotta hook me in.
Who knows? Why can't he join Paul Heyman's faction?
But why would you? Why would you want that?
That's true.
That takes away the heat from Braun Breaker.
Braun might be leaving that.
Braun's the badass, though.
Bronson Reed is the badass of that group.
I love Bronson Reed, but
the one good storyline that we have with the Rollins
group, loving this, by the way, fellas. Thank you.
Yeah. The one good storyline we have with the Rollins group was like, did Bronson and Braun know what was going on, or was this Heyman and Braun is going to find out that he is the Batista of Evolution? And like on Raw last week, he was like, I'm the leader. Like, he's like, I have a plan. This is
that's right. Yes,
I can see that, but it would have to be then where Braun actually wins a title shot against him.
And then the last promo where Raw started, Braun grabbed the mic, went up and started doing his promo, and Rollins and Heyman were like looking at him, pointing at him. Like,
I think he's going babyface, man.
Like, well, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? So they're not 100%.
And I heard behind the scenes, that's the type of match Brock's always wanted, a Braun Breaker, where he can bump like crazy with and have a physical match with.
I think before that, I would love to see Braun versus Roman first. Oh, I would love to see
there's unfinished business there.
I would love to see that.
We never, I was
hoping to see that at SummerSlam
because you just don't know his schedule.
Well, now you're looking at Roman. Apparently he's going to be out to film Street Fighter, so he's out to Survivor Series
with Cody.
Yeah, I think Cody's going to do I think Cody's going to do what Cena did in his day when he was filming the Marines. Cena really never missed time. He's going to take the private jet back and forth. I don't think Cody's. They can't afford it. Jeremy, we just spoke about this. Raw is in great hands. Raw has compelling stories. They have they have Rollins, they have Punk, they have all of it. SmackDown's the one in question. Because if Cody takes a break, you've already gotten, now you have him out, your champ out, and you have 2 part-time guys. That's taking the A block of your story on that show. I don't think you can build around Damian Priest and Black and LA Knight. You could.
No.
But
they made that clear. They're not.
They weren't even on SummerSlam.
Right.
Yeah, they're not big on this.
Man, I felt so bad for Priest because you watch, like I said, you watch Untold, right? And Untold, I guess, it was episode 2 because I only got through the first 2. They covered the whole Chelsea Green wanting to be on the card in Vancouver with her family. And I listen to a lot of New York radio, as you know, Jeremy. I'm always on New York radio. So they were promoting it like crazy on The Fan. That's a very popular radio station out of New York. Cody Rhodes, everybody was on. So Damian Priest was on. And Damian Priest was speaking like, oh man, you felt the passion in his voice where he's like, man, I'm from New York. I've wrestled in every major building there. I haven't done MetLife. Oh, it'd be great to do MetLife. And he's not even on the card.
I know.
What
And,
episode are you on?
Or even a run-in.
He was on SmackDown the night before against Black. And they asked him like, oh, who would your dream competitor be? And he said, he's like, Aleister Black. And they're like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, great. Give us that match on SummerSlam. Why not? Gave it to us on SmackDown.
What
And it's like,
episode are you on that Untold? You said you watched the first two?
yeah, I watched the first two. I can't get through it no more. I'm gonna be honest.
Four is really good. 4 is really good. 5
yeah,
everything because it's Mania, but 4 is really good.
4 is the home run.
But not great. But 4 is
yeah. You guys enjoyed it? You guys enjoyed it?
Yeah, I like behind the scenes stuff. I'm a sucker.
It's too much behind the scenes for me.
See, I love that. I can't get enough behind.
There were moments where I like. There were moments where but when you start getting the wrestlers calling their spots and doing, I don't want to know how the
but there was
that
stuff
way. I thought it was too much for me.
What surprised me the most of the show, and this might surprise you, is when I was watching them in Gorilla. I was always under the understanding that they work the finish with those people, and then it's up to the wrestlers to put the match together.
Yeah,
I was always, and they still do that. But the agent for that match is on the headset saying, okay, now do this, now do that. There were like several times you saw that. That pissed me off.
Yeah,
It pissed me off hearing them say, pop up into a springboard and go home now. Maybe it's the ref. The ref is. You don't realize how big a role the ref does.
No. Like the agent's not calling the match right now.
There's a few times.
The agent's there when they book the thing, and it's up to the agent to remember. So the agent's telling the cameras where.
Yeah.
The ref.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
but there's some stuff that's to the wrestlers that surprised me a little bit. But that was it in the show. I liked it. I really do. I like the behind the scenes stuff. I enjoyed the story.
I like it to a certain degree.
When they,
I like it to a certain degree. I thought it was a little too much for me.
But you weren't sold on it in the first place, Omar.
Huh?
You weren't sold on it in the first place.
No, I wasn't. I just, this was too much revealing. This was too much.
Steve was like, I don't know if I want to watch this, man. I love wrestling too much.
Look, you know what pissed me off about today's show? Solo, I believe Naomi, Dominic, all came out first.
Oh, I get
why are the champions? I am old school. You wait on the champ.
No, I agree. I agree there. And why?
So if I'm that way, I don't want to see all the behind the stuff.
Why do pay-per-views have no time now for any type of promo? I understand that's more of a TV thing, but man, I'm telling you, you go to a show, pay-per-view, and they do some type of backstage segment, an interview. People like that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing in the ring with a microphone. It was just like a house show, glorified house show. Match, go home.
Yeah. You want to talk about Becky Hogan?
Oh, I don't understand.
Go ahead, Stevie. Go off.
Okay, break this storyline down for me. Becky Lynch, one of the greatest professional wrestlers, not even women's wrestlers. She is the man for a reason to where the guys back down from her. If you break it down, she's not in wrestling. She retires, she leaves, she goes home after that live match. She shows up one day, beats up Bayley, decides she's going to go for a WrestleMania tag match with Lyra. They win. They lost the belts the next night because it was her fault. And now she just turns to like, I'm going to beat up Lyra and take this Intercontinental belt. Like, I'm an old school Hogan fan. Hogan ain't fighting for the Intercontinental title. Like, what are we doing here?
He does WCW before he does that shit.
She needs to put herself in this main event title picture and not be messing around. Maybe she's trying to help Lyra, but beating her tonight, that doesn't mean anything unless like Bayley's gonna have to step up. That that whole thing doesn't make sense to me. That was the only match that I was checked out on. I was
I'm
like,
sorry. I did love the spot where she had her arms up and they cuffed her to the pole. Becky was beating her. I said, why am I enjoying this way too much?
Yeah.
This spot.
Yeah.
I think Lyra is a great wrestler. I know your boy is not a big fan of her.
Yeah, super producer Dave just wrote, at least Lyra lost.
Which he tweeted tonight during the show, too.
Yeah.
I love him for saying true.
Yeah, never change.
Never change. But overall, good show. Listen, the three of us, we've been wrestling fans combined, scared to say how long.
Yeah,
We're going to nitpick. We're going to nitpick. I mean, it's just in our nature. And I challenge anyone to ever do this type of show and not find the ability to nitpick. Her gimmick, she can wrestle, but I hate the gimmick. I agree, too. Feathers don't really scare people.
When I first came back to wrestling,
I agree.
I called her the bird girl because she always takes that thing
She's
on.
I was Female Coco Beware.
I still don't know anything about
it. I just don't get why she went over.
Yeah.
Becky.
That means she's going to be on TV more because of Seth being back.
So does now she pivot? Do we now get her feuding with Bayley?
Have to. I think Bayley beat her to give a shot back to Lyra, and then
I think. Yeah.
Why can't she join Paul Heyman's faction? No, I'm not trying to be funny. I know you're laughing at me or with me there. Why not? Why can't there be? She can't be the female heater.
No.
Like, I swear, if I think we were all in the room together right now, you both would like hit me with some type of finisher right now after that idea.
I'd pants you and kick you out in the hallway.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
So who does Punk? I don't know. I didn't care for it. I thought I thought Lyra should have gotten over. I personally think so. I think this was Lyra's going over. Well, that doesn't work for me, brother. I think that's what Becky hit.
Well, Becky has some control there.
Becky's not dodging those Becky Hogan.
Hunter is loyal.
She's not dodging them. I'm sorry.
Hunter is loyal to his day one NXTers. I mean,
Stevie just pointed out a list of it. Stevie didn't even mention the part where she came back and beat Bianca Belair like in 5 seconds.
Oh, it's SummerSlam guy.
At SummerSlam, you know what I mean? Like she's not beating those allegations.
That night. What happened? Did she beat Sasha up then? I was watching.
Yeah, I believe Bianca beat. Yeah, it wasn't Alexa Bliss. I think it was Sasha Banks.
Be Becky versus, or I thought it was supposed to be somebody versus Sasha, and then like Sasha just wasn't there, so that's why Becky came back. Unless I'm thinking of
Sasha. Yeah, he's right. She came to the ring without an opponent, very Honky Tonk Man style.
No, didn't she win?
No.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, it was like without. Yeah. And man, she came back and beat Bianca Belair, who was a dominating champion, and
she did it again at Mania this year. Surprise!
Exactly.
I agree. I always say let's see where they go from here, but I hear you. Hunter's like none of us picked the Judgment Day girls to lose.
Did I not? I thought I
we didn't do picks. We just broke down two matches.
Yeah.
And I was on their show.
We did picks on our show, and I think we all went Judgment Day. We all thought Judgment Day would win.
I thought that was like one of the easiest matches to pick.
They'll get the belts back before Liv comes back. But I think Charlotte and Alexa are gonna have a run, and once they're ready to split them, they're put together to fight each other. It's just a matter of time. And then they'll split, and then we'll get the Alexa versus Charlotte match.
Okay.
Yeah. I just now what happens with Judgment Day, I think that's but that's another intriguing story you have for Raw. Raw has all the great stuff.
You're setting up Finn and Dominic at some point.
Yeah. Raw position is positioned so well. I think SmackDown
wasn't the case 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Now it is. So things can change real quickly.
I think SmackDown's in trouble.
I think Punk's gonna take some time off. He's been going hard for a while.
And then Gunther's gonna take some time off too.
But you don't give someone else their roster stats.
Yeah, he's dealing with an injury, I think, though.
Probably
with Gunther. Yeah.
He was wincing.
No, but look, Raw's is still in good hands. Is Drew, Randy, they're on Raw, right? Or is that SmackDown?
SmackDown.
Yeah, well, they can. Okay.
They can do changes. Come on.
They always do.
And Orton, he's my guy. We know that. You can't rely on him for a long-term story. That's why with his health, you just can't do it. That's why you put him in a jelly roll type gimmick match and have him lose. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that was another match. So we like, oh, baby faces are winning this one.
They said that was his make a drink match.
Yeah, that's
people like I the thing I related to is like WrestleMania 27 with Snooki, but like Jelly Roll did 10 times better. When he came out, everybody hated her. She did some basic spots. She tried her best. She didn't screw up. Everybody loved her.
4-minute match.
Love this girl. Jelly Roll, if you don't have respect for Jelly Roll after that match that he did last night, there's no way in the world that I thought he was taking that dive from Logan Paul through the table. If that was me, I would have been running, and Logan would have been eating that thing, and I just would have never came back. Like, even if I told
you, you're not a wrestler, Steve.
Jelly Roll ain't a wrestler either.
Hey, look, I'll be honest.
He's even training.
Jelly Roll, if Jelly Roll can get in the ring, we can all get in the ring.
There you go.
You know,
you send me to the Undertaker learning school for a few months, I guess. So
yeah, you give us 2 months, we can do some things.
Yeah, I agree. Man, this has been fun, guys. So, anything else catch your eye before we? I'm gonna make sure
what are we skipping? I think we pretty much covered everything.
I think we forecast. We're helping this company book tonight. All right. Breaking it down.
100%. If you don't think that these guys are watching all these these lives such as what we're doing, and hello, they put them on their show now. They put the reactions of these guys streaming.
Did you see that? You see that? Like Mr. Santi had a moment.
Yeah,
so cash in.
They're definitely listening. For sure.
I agree.
Just cut the check. Stevie called last night like nothing. You didn't surprise us.
I listened to your show today for the first time today, Omar. Jeremy
thank you
today. And you talked about the fact that you didn't know. How did you not know about the Rollins thing?
No, you know what? Like, I saw things.
Well, it was a scenario he didn't think about.
I just never thought of the scenario, right? Like, I saw where people were reporting and they think it's a hoax and that sort of thing. I just never put the two together to go, oh, well, yeah, he'll cash in on. And I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of it got me when they were like, there were reports that he was supposed to have a match with LA Knight for SummerSlam, and this is why LA Knight's not on the card. And I'm like, okay, like, all right, that it got me a little bit there, but I didn't see it.
And then walking into the restaurant.
That's why I gave you the cred, man. I couldn't take that.
I got to give it all to this guy they listen to. His name's John Pollock.
His name's Jeremy Rockin'. No, just kidding.
He hosts a radio show, podcast. It's called Post Wrestling. And I was texting Jeremy last night. Like, I think because he watched All In, Evolution, Saturday Night's Main Event. I think he had watched SmackDown, and he was reviewing all those shows in a row. When he said it, I don't think he really knew what he said. He's like, somebody told me 2 days ago that Seth Rollins was going to get injured. That's pretty weird that they actually did an injury angle. And that's when it started running in my head. Okay, because he's not normally a guy. He's not like a Meltzer that's going to break news. He just kind of shows and talks about it, but he knows some people, and he just let that slip.
Okay, but it happened.
Yeah,
it happened. So,
but you still have to go on a limb and say it, man.
Yeah.
When you said it the other night, I said it just makes sense.
It did when you think about it. When the minute he came out, you're like,
but they did it perfectly.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's why I loved how Simon Miller had a tweet about that thing. We speculated on it, we talked about it, but who cares? It was executed perfectly.
When it's executed well, you still,
and you love it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and even when they did the wide shot for Punk last night, I said they're showing the Titantron here. Yeah. Something's going to happen.
And you know what made it great is that Punk still, and this is where you got to give Punk credit.
I agree.
He's just a professional. He still sold the emotion.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, that's what made it great too. Like, obviously he knows the cash in is happening. So it's like, but it's still, So for a split second, you thought, wow, he's gonna get his moment in the sun. You know what I mean? And boom, Steph's music hits, and that
I
was
was
awesome.
The
surprised.
look on his face was great.
Like when he was down there on the mat, and then the ref was waiting to hand him the belt. I was like, the second he touches that thing, burn it down.
Yeah.
But he actually got like, I don't know, a good 30 seconds with it before it happened. Like you got to see how much that thing really means to him.
Yeah, I agree. It was even more obvious when Heyman didn't start to walk to the back with him. Heyman wanted Rollins to have that shine there when he threw the crutches.
So now that we're on injuries, right? Do you think Braun's really hurt now?
They showed him being helped to the back.
They look good. They showed him. Yeah, he looked like he was. I was trying to look at when they released a video of Becky and Gorilla, like, oh, I fooled you guys, and Braun's in the back. I was trying to see if maybe he was selling the injury a little bit. He looked fine, but he
there. Who knows? I don't know why, if you're getting help to the back because you're limping, you put tape on it. Because his calf was taped. I don't know. Maybe
yes, it was. Yeah.
That's what I was looking for when he came out. I was looking for a brace.
He's not losing.
He's not going to wear a brace on TV.
He's not losing that spot unless he has to. I mean, his legs falling off. He's still trying to find a way to get out there.
Now, for a long time, people aren't going to buy injuries.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah.
It was done perfectly. It was done perfectly. They did it. They did the whole thing with Rollins like on a commercial break. That's why people thought it was legit. Once their own people comes out to do it on TV, it's a work.
Right.
So, but you did say that, Steve. We're giving you credit, bro. Just run with it.
That's right, man.
Man, anything else? Anybody else?
I think we did it. I think we touched it all, man.
Yeah.
I think maybe we can give a final grade. What are we doing? Are we doing letter grades? Are we doing 1 to 10? I think we should give SummerSlam a grade.
Yeah. Do we grade each night?
Nah, just in a whole, like as a whole, just because maybe if you were a little down on night 1 and you thought night 2 brought up the grade a little bit, you know what I mean?
It's on the curve.
Let's look at it as a game. You got 2 halves, right? You know what I mean? Night 1.
Okay.
It's the first half, overall game.
How would performance for both nights.
Yeah.
Like a game.
I'm going to throw a B+ right off the bat.
No.
There was 3 matches I can point at that's just I didn't care for. I didn't care about. That kind of made me think like, man, I wish it was a one-night deal, even if it was an extra hour. But I think by far that was a damn good show. And if I wished I lived in New York, New Jersey, and I was able to see this 4-day experience, man, it felt like Mania. It felt like Mania, and I wasn't even there.
I'm gonna do a 1 to 10 scale because that's what I always do on my channel. 7.8. 7.8 out of 10.
I guess a B would be what? What, an 8? I don't know.
80%.
When I was in school, now my kids can get like 30s and they still
So if you said 7.9, I will be honest. I'd give it a 7.7. I like night 2. I think the Seth really brought it up. I think shout out to CM Punk. I think if there's any match to go back and rewatch, I would see Punk and Gunther was a damn good match.
Oh, fantastic!
I thought it was a damn good match. So I'll give what I said a 7.7.
You said 7. Yes.
Yeah,
I knew you were going to go a little lower than me.
I was giving it a 7.7. I'm sticking with that.
Yeah. I'm going to stick with mine too. But overall, 2 great nights of wrestling. I hope Raw delivers, man. Have a Raw we're talking about for a while.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of different ways you can go. So
we don't need like a dominating main event. I'm thinking of like the first time that SummerSlam went to New York, like the next night on Raw, like the Dudleys came back. That was huge. I mean,
yes, that's right. Yeah.
A big return, a big kind of like,
yeah. I mean, if Brock had come back on Raw, we would have been doing the whole show about him.
Yeah.
Happened to come back after a banger of a main event, which I think is a top 5 match of the year candidate right now. But man, anything in closing, guys?
Nah, man, we had fun. We had a lot of
This was awesome. I can't thank you both enough for coming on, especially on short notice. Omar, brilliant idea saying let's go live. Stevie, thank you for coming on a Sunday night. Everyone in the chat, thank you for joining us. Subscribe to Stevie Breech's channel. Subscribe to the Ozone. Him and his boy Dave are putting out great content and really working hard to grow their channel. As Stevie is, of course. Stevie's an OG in the game. We're newbies.
Oh, I think Ozone's awesome because like it just like you, man, putting out the Florida State content. Like I was looking, I've only watched one of your videos, but you're like, we're gonna talk about the Mets today. We're gonna talk about the Yankees. We're gonna talk about the Knicks.
Yeah, like, so we cover all New York, Stevie. So we cover New York. We do touch on the national stuff, but you know we cover New York. That's where I'm from, so that's what we're doing. Can I plug some stuff there, Jeremy, real fast on this show?
Please. I wouldn't have any other way.
The Yankees got swept by the Marlins. I was in the building. I was in the building for both nights, for both the first 2 games. I missed today. I didn't want to miss SummerSlam night 2, so I didn't go today. We got swept. We sold out their building. And Yankee fans are pissed. And Dave, super producer Dave, and I cover it all tomorrow, 5 p.m., baby. Let's go.
Love it. Love it. This was awesome, guys. Maybe for PLEs in the future, we get all 4 of us in a room.
100%. I'm throwing the invite right now. I want to shake the hand. I need Stevie on the Ozone, brother.
I'm ready to roll.
We got to do a massive.
I know.
We got to do a massive show. I hope Big C's. You're gonna want to check in tomorrow on the Ozone because we do talk about your Cowboys and you might be losing your guy. You might want to tap in with us.
Yeah, subscribe to Big C's too, man. Anybody watching this, Big C's, he's turning out good stuff too, man. He's new to it, but he's killing it too. Support everybody on YouTube, man. It's not easy. Steve's been there since the beginning. Go. Your boy's a Patriot fan?
Yeah, super producer Dave is a Patriot fan. Yeah, trust me. To get him to be like, hey, listen, we gotta cover the Jets. He's not gonna like it. I'm gonna get a lot of. As a Giants fan, I don't have any smoke with the Jets, but I'm gonna get a lot of joy that we have to speak about the Jets because I know it's gonna kill him.
It's tough for me because I'm a Dolphin fan, but they've been good to Florida State. They've been good to Florida State lately, the Jets. So I kind of I've been nice about it. Yeah, football season around the corner. Steve does a lot of football stuff on Twitter. Omar does more NFL than me. I'm big on the college games, people know. So just, man, a lot going on. And I think WWE, I can only hope that – remember that time from SummerSlam to Survivor Series used to be like they just went in slow motion. And you would be happy with SummerSlam and then realize, oh, God, it's going to be like struggle bus to go watch Raw on Mondays.
Yeah.
I remember one person on a show one time, even a guy idea I agreed with, saying treat it like baseball where you have your A team and B team and you send the A team home after SummerSlam and give the B team an opportunity to work bigger storylines until Survivor Series.
Yeah.
No. All as Jacob Fatu says, all gas, no brakes now. Let's go.
But I think what helps that is that now, you know, these mid pay-per-views in between that would normally be, I can pass that one. Those pay-per-views are now being are abroad. So you know the environment, the excitement is, you know, it's there. You know what I mean? I think if you're doing Clash at the Castle and no shade to Knoxville, Tennessee, but Knoxville, Tennessee is probably not going to bring the excitement as it would in Paris. You know what I mean? So I think WWE books better for those shows as opposed to, as you said, Jeremy, just throw a little B roster in and let's just kind of navigate through the waters till we get to Survivor Series.
Yeah, I mean that's where the new philosophy I like better. It was just a slow time between Mania and some of the other stuff because I don't know. They tend to use the Saudi time as a slowdown.
Yeah, but look, Money in the Bank helped that era between, you know, Mania and SummerSlam.
Yeah,
Money in the Bank, having Money in the Bank in June, it really made that span feel a little better because Money in the Bank really, it's very. I don't want to compare it identically to Royal Rumble,
capital
but
punishment.
it's that
Yeah,
those at least Money in the Bank was like, okay, it's also very similar to Royal Rumble, where it's like, okay, this is where the company, they want to pivot to this guy going forward. This is the reason why they're putting the Money in the Bank briefcase on.
The rumor about the briefcase and Triple H must be true, that he's not in love with that thing. Because look, we're a few months down the road, and they're both already gone. Both briefcases are out, and
so that's the thing. That's the thing that Triple H is not big on it.
He doesn't.
Really,
he's just not crazy. Yeah, they've done it all. I mean, now after what else are you gonna do?
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's always a good way to elevate a young talent.
I think so. I love it. I guess if that's the case, we can do this. We can say the same.
Money in the Bank is one of those rare pay-per-views like a Royal Rumble.
Really
no.
I think I could. You know what? Stevie, and it's not that. I think same can be said about the Royal Rumble, right? Like it's the Royal Rumble. It's okay. Like you get the winner, and hey, as long as that guy's not on your brand, then you have a shot at the title because you can go to Elimination Chamber.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So, and people are as excited for the Royal Rumble as ever. So I think
wrestlers don't love holding that briefcase for so long because
The only thing I hate with the Money in the Bank is that you have to tell the ref 1,000 times that you're cashing in. Hello, I just gave you the damn briefcase. And I think
you have to walk through
sometimes they're a little inconsistent with the cash in because sometimes when it's a Raw, the wrestler actually has to get on their feet for them to ring the bell. But when it's a pay-per-view, the guy can be on his ass and you can ring the bell.
But why couldn't CM Punk run when Seth was running through the crowd? Why couldn't he run away?
I was yelling to run.
That's right.
Oh, get out of there.
It's over here, like in a minute.
Right.
Yeah. But hey, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna put obviously your channel in, Omar, your channel in. Omar, thank you again for having me on the other night. I had a blast. Steve, as always.
Man, great.
We love doing our shows on Wednesdays. Omar, you're gonna have to come on more now, brother.
Yeah. Listen.
I'll talk to Brad Slater.
Count me in. Yeah, just hit my guy up. You know what I mean? I need to know the booking. I'll let you know what works for me, brother.
I have to meet your quote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to give me an endless supplies of Bret Hart tees, and I'm in.
There we go. We'll do a Bret Hart tribute night.
I'll put the Cody Dusty's my dad waterworks going if we're doing a Bret Hart show.
Oh man, I love the heel side of Omar here. But hey, guys, thank you so much. Those of you who watched, thank you. This was so much fun.
It was
the best chats are some of the most impromptu chats, and this is one of them, man. But kudos to WWE, 2 great nights of wrestling. I know I said last night was okay overall, but seriously, it was 2 nights I enjoyed just watching wrestling overall. All you can ask her. Hey, the South Bronx, my fella, brother BKL Contreras, thank you for all your comments in the chat. So much appreciated. Caesar, thank you for chiming in. Super producer Dave, thank you for chiming in. I have a Lyra Valkyrie shirt in the mail for you. Good stuff, guys. Thank you, man. I had a great time. These guys make the show. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for joining us as well. You guys, these guys make the show easy, man. I just set it up and I let them work their magic and I just chime in. So thank you, everyone, for chiming in. I'm not going to keep these guys up too late. He's laughing. All right, everyone. Take care. Hey, WWE, good job this weekend.
Thank you.
Anything you guys want to say?
All good.
Tap into the Ozone Mondays, 5 p.m.
Ozone, and if you need the link, it will be in the description, brother.